Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Um, we'll be getting started with what we have planned for stream, but I did want to show you guys a little bit of something. This, yes, starting tomorrow, we'll be beginning our brand new um summer marathon series here on the channel, which is the Pokemon Dungeon Marathon series. I actually did a little bit of research on this because I thought I knew how many Mystery Dungeon games there were, and I actually was wrong. And I think I'll talk more about that tomorrow when we get the opportunity to do that. But yeah, we will be beginning this tomorrow. This will be done with the vertical stream. That's kind of why it looks the way it does right now. But I did just want to show that this is something that I worked on earlier this week, because I wanted to do another marathon-esque series because I like doing that around the summertime. And I think that they have been generally pretty successful. We started technically with Generations Master Mode in this format, and we did Mario Kart Marathon, which, because Mario Kart World is now out, I technically have to continue that series at some point in the future. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but it'll basically be like a one-off stream for that series. Then we did the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games Marathon last summer. And this will be the fourth marathon series that we'll do. So basically just playing through all the games in one big series, essentially. So technically with that, there is like 6 different installments, because you have Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team. I learned that Red Rescue Team was on the Game Boy Advance, and Blue Rescue Team, despite being the same game, was released on the DS, which is kind of bizarre to me, but that's also kind of how games were released back then, so it's not like super duper insane. But there's those games. Then you have Explorers of Time, Darkness. Those 2 are the exact same game, so I wouldn't play both of them. And you have Sky, which is basically the same game with a couple added extra story bits. We did actually in a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky series on the channel a few years ago, about 3-4 years ago now. Crazy. Then there is one that was released on the Wii, but there's like 3 different installments of them on the Wii. So that one is the one I didn't know about. I didn't know there was one that got released on the Wii. I don't know if it's like a full-fledged game. I don't know, but we're going to find out, because I tried looking for if any places like Amazon or something like that sold it for physical, because I was gonna, grab the Wii back there and play it. But if I can't get my hands on a physical copy, or if it's ridiculously expensive, then I might as well just use the cursed emulator for it. Then there was Gates to Infinity. I've never played that game before, never watched anything on that game before, so that would be like my first complete blind Mystery Dungeon. Then you have Super Mystery Dungeon. Came out around, I think it came out between Sun and Moon and Oras. I believe that's when it dropped. And then Red Rescue Team DX, the remake that was of Red Rescue Team but put on the Switch. I think I'll play that just because I never actually have to do a series on that game, so why not do it? But that's the plan as our stream series moving forward. Well, never mind. I was gonna say I'm gonna deafen, but everybody just left. Sick. Wonderful. Okay then. Kind of discouraging. I ain't gonna lie. But not much I can really do about it. So the plan for tonight is actually keeping it kind of short for us. Zibor's got stuff that he has to do tomorrow. So I think we're gonna keep it pretty simple, play some WoW for a little bit. If WoW's looking to be like a little bit too much, because I have the stream pulled up over on my TV here so I can see it. Even though there's a delay of about like 10 or 15 seconds, I can still see how it looks because WoW will take up my entire monitor. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think we're gonna keep it short. And if WoW is running a little bit iffy, I think what I might do is initially I was actually thinking about doing this for stream tonight. If people were here, but looks like everyone has got other shit to do, apparently. I'll just stick to doing what I would want to do, and that is playing a little bit of the World of Warcraft. I really hope this isn't. I don't know if the game is super duper loud when we stream. I don't have to watch it back with volume because the problem is that I don't like playing the stream back through the TV with sound. Hold on. Because we need to switch to this, and then let's see. I can tell the stream is lagging. Hopefully it fixes itself here soon. I don't even know where I'm flying to. Probably here, maybe? I don't know. I don't know where I'm flying to. All right, let me wait. See him on the ground. I'm gonna cooperate. Yeah, it's really lagging on my end. Wonder if I do. I'm trying to see something else. Yeah, it's still very behind there. If I open up this, what's these? Okay, this is when I was going through thumbnails for the other day. I can probably wait to do those. I don't need this many. Maybe this will shut the lag off a little bit. Because now it looks like when I don't have the window open, I'm looking fine. If I open the window, move a little bit. Now how does it look? So I actually move much better. I don't know if it's different areas make my frame rate better or what the case is. Or that's where we need to go. And we're not even getting... We're not even getting lucky with... whatchamacallit? I have no idea what I was gonna say. We're not getting lucky with finding a dungeon group. We would think that with Time Walking being an event and it being a weekend. But I guess not.
How may I serve?
Wonder how much of it is like people don't care about certain expansions. I wonder. Also, is my stream completely dead? What's going on? It says a lot that certain parts of this game I need a PC for. It also says a lot when I minimize the game. I mean, it's playing. You're watching it play. No lag, no nothing. But if I open the actual window, it just goes to shit. So Anima Deposited is basically us needing to go and do all these quests. Oh, we'll go and do this one. And if it's proven to be that WoW is not cooperating, I will just switch to the thing I was initially going to do.
Anemia and Pelodus has spanned eons. I am certain they will have a use for you. In the spirit of competition, of course.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this is gonna cooperate with me. I don't know, maybe a little bit.
I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target.
Fuck is the next ring? Right here? Why? Dude. I hate these quests. Fucking annoying and a waste of time, I feel. Fucking way I didn't.
The gratitude of one is motivation for the other. Bastion grows stronger for your efforts.
Was I supposed to get something? Did I get it or like what? If I fly up there, am I gonna get like fatigue? No. This is a thing, right?
Yes, mortal.
I'm not. Where the hell is the thing at?
Follow the path.
All right. I think we're just gonna. I think we're gonna cut our losses here. I don't understand why some days PC can cooperate with WoW, other days it can't. So we're just gonna stop while we're ahead. Do the thing that I was thinking about doing, which means we need a little bit of music. And not a window capture? I was gonna say it's actually, if that's Citra, Probably want to leave that alone, but we know that it's a window capture. So I'd just be better off going with window capture. Okay, so hashtag spoiler right there. I don't know which layout I want to, or which thumbnail I should mess with. Is this where I have AI create like a background for me? Like we're gonna scrap this one here, which this was decent enough layout for what it needed to be, but I think we can do better. Call me crazy. So this is mainly something actually that I wanted to do for Freetime Friday specifically. And this is so that way we can eliminate feeling the need of having the border that's above me for like name and everything, and also blocking out gameplay or covering certain things in gameplay. This is just an idea. So let's go with Bing AI. Image generator. And let's see what we can come up with. Oh, that's a cool one. Create an avatar of a girl wearing yellow sunglasses with hair that covers her forehead, ears. Oh, that's pretty neat. So what do we want to go with? I mean, I would prefer animated video game background. I'm just curious to see what they come up with. Oh, of course, you do this, don't you? Fucking course. Listen, I get we're wanting, or we're going to Um. Ooh. Ooh, wait. Oh, these ones are all good. Shoot. I like all of these. I think like the first one would be good, honestly, on the lowest of keys. The first one would be a good outro background video to play on the outro. That one would look fire. So I might actually keep this. Even though everyone hates me and they're not here right now, I'm gonna ask for their approval on something. Thing is that I feel like these are all good. Fuck. I hate doing this with AI too. I hate relying on it because sometimes like people's physical artwork is so damn good and what I want can't be done by a computer. Like it can, but like if I was to take an image that I'm thinking of in my brain, my head that is big, but my brain is not as big, I can't really I can't illustrate it as well. If I was as talented of an artist when it came to ideas as, or like when it came to executing ideas as well as like thinking of ideas, that'd be great. But alas, that is not me. But so I'm trying to figure out, because this one here, I don't know if it's popping up with my cursor or not. This second one, it gives me a Minecraft vibe. But I'm trying to think if that is something that would... I'm trying to think if that's something that, like, if I have it as a background, does it do too much? Or does it not look good? Because the thing is, with a game like World of Warcraft, like we were just playing, obviously when I get a new PC, we would have to shrink the game down to where it would fit within the video border. And I don't know entirely how big or small I want to do all that stuff. I'm creating the layout for it, and this is something that probably doesn't even get finished in this stream, to be honest. It's just something that I want to start because I would like to incorporate this moving into Free Time Fridays going forward, because I think it could potentially create more engagement, or look better. Like I said, I don't want the thing that's up above my head anymore. It's been nice me having it, but I think it's better I move on. I really want to go with that third one. These are all good though. Because I'm trying to think of what I play, right? A lot of Nintendo stuff, but I also play a lot of other games that aren't Nintendo based. So that's why like this one could work. I feel like this one is strictly Minecraft based. This one's like RPG fantasy. And this, I think, fits the vibe better. So I think we'll go with this one for right now. Okay, so let's get rid of that picture. I don't know what these pictures are getting saved as. I don't want it to be super duper pixelated. If we can avoid that, of course. If we can't, then no, stop. Let's say, yeah, there's no way this is being saved as 1920 by 1080. Because the thing is that it's going to be stretched out regardless, right? Truly, how much does this matter? I'm getting the creative idea or the creative juices. Send me the photo through Discord, please. You talking about this one? What are we doing here? I'm trying to basically create a border overlay. For my Freetime Friday streams. Basically, I'm trying to get rid of having just the banner that I have above, plugging Twitter, TikTok, and X, TikTok, and YouTube. I want to change it up, basically. And this is something that I've actually been thinking about for a couple months now. So I mean, if you can make it look nice, so I don't, well, I'd say if you can make it look nice, it's still gonna have to probably go through his app in order to just higher quality. I want it to be the 1920 by 1080 because it's definitely not that for dimensions. I don't know what it is actually. Yeah, dimensions of 270 by 270. I don't know if it can really do that without being blurry. I'm actually curious. Can we edit? Let me open this in my PC. Also, Wes, if you're lurking, how is the Weavile solo run going? I didn't get to catch it earlier because I worked a 12-hour day today. I think Canva has an upscaler. Or just Google image upscaler and see what happens. Oh, I know that you can change the dimensions for this stuff. I know I've done it before. What did I do? What did I do? Bro, second run. First run ended when we battled Barry to the right of Jubilife. No shot. Second run though, we just got second bet. Okay, that's good. If I remember correctly, solo running the early games, you can really get ahead of the people you fight pretty dang fast, if memory serves me right. It's the newer games where just doing solo runs. So while we're in PizApp, I can't help. Adobe Express is what I use. Yeah, this is kind of what I've used to made my thumbnails for years now, actually. I'm just being a freaking idiot though. Like, my brain is not braining. What am I trying to do here? Resize image. There we go. So it needs, let's do. Yeah, bro, already like level 30. Yeah, it's actually insane. So I have the resize image, but how do I set it to where? How the fuck do I? Down. It just says. Oh, save image. Dude, I'm so fucking stupid. It really does hurt. Can you fucking stop? All right, let me check and see how it looks. Because it's 1080 by 1080. 1920 by 1080. That's what we're looking for. Dude, I swear to God, I'm about one minor inconvenience away from a crash out. What size is dimension 2 on? 1920 by 1080. I'm glad we're limited to fucking 4 shapes. I'm trying to think what. I don't even know what I'm gonna get when I search this up. Black, see through. Nope, that's not how you spell. see through rectangle. You got some freaky searches. I don't know about that. PNG. No, I want, yeah, something like this. Actually, no, this would be like perfect. Because if I have something like that for this, I can have like a actual chat box. Crazy. Oh, Wes, I don't know if you are still here, my man. Is there a certain website or thing you use for the keeping track of sub count? Because I would love to have that be something that is on this overlay. Okay, let's add this rectangle to the thing. Oh, it's right there. I was like, where the hell did it go? Oh, hell yeah. Hold on. We didn't even need to do all this. I can just add. Boom. Look at that. Wow. Very cool. Actually, would this be better to add? No, no. I think I saved myself a shit ton of editing if I just keep it like this. This music absolutely fits the vibe of this background, just saying. All right, so these rectangles here would be basically for the games that we have like lined up. So like what you guys normally see on the layout already. This is where the games would be going, the game logos. The thing is, I don't think the rectangles need to be this big. So if I did it like that, I guess the best way to see this in comparison is if we hold on, let's do it like this first. Just download this as rough draft. Yeah, whatever. Did it actually save it under the name? No, it did not. The reason why I want to do this is better to look at this stuff now, because even if I get the general basis of how I want the layout to look, and Kevin does me a big favor by giving me a new higher definition picture, I mean, maybe that's exactly what we do. Actually, we look at it with the lower quality picture first. See, this is about to be trippy as balls. Ready? Watch this. This is about to be trippy as balls. So I'm trying to think if face cam wise, is this a good enough size? So if I take myself, nope, not what I want to do. Take me, put me over here. All right, somehow magically. Can you grab the fucking face cam? Thank you. Move back over here. I feel like they are too big. Because if we take into consideration the sizing on the top, because I'm definitely going to want to put Freetime Friday text on the top. I'm going to want to put text above this because these three boxes are going to be for the lineup for games. Because generally we'll do 3 games, and if one box is empty, like one week we just decide we're gonna do 2 games, even if there's a week where we decide that we want to do 1 game, that's essentially gonna be where the logos go. So it's like if somebody hops in and then it's like, what the hell are we doing? Look right there, over there. Tell them. So like it'll basically be what you guys see in like the thumbnails, but the lineup's over there. Now I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know. The sub count thing. If I want to do the sub count thing, where do I put that on this layout? Because on the vertical layout, it being in the top right corner is perfect, but I feel like it's got to be somewhere. It got to be somewhere close, right? I also think I should just use a different sub count thingy altogether, but that's besides the point. I can be creative, innovative with that shit later. Yeah, because I want that stuff kind of gone. I also need to look at the thing that sent me to set up a Nightbot. Okay. So I think I can pull this back up. So I think with better judgment, we want these boxes to be shorter. Now, do I want them touching the side here? I'd say they probably can be okay with not touching. Say like if maybe like this. I think it'd make my life a hell of a lot easier if I labeled a bunch of some of the window capture things on my OBS, so that way it's like if I need that, then I can know that I need it. If I don't need it, then don't use it. Yeah, I think this is what we want for this one. I think that's optimal size. Do it like this. And then I can line up there. Okay, so now that I've done that, I think I want to take that can't work. They'll make think this will make the face cam way too small. Then you know what, actually. There's no better way to find out than right now. I really wish I could type. Now, it should be made very apparent too that we will be getting rid of the watermark in the bottom right corner of Pizzap. No free advertisements around these parts. Yeah. So if I slide the box up against here, does that give me a lot of wiggle room? Maybe. Come on. Because I know what I'm going to do with the thing above me, the banner. I'm going to get rid of that, obviously. Do customary text of game lineup plus some sort of customary Freetime Friday text. I want to have the sub count somewhere here. I also want chat somewhere as well. I definitely use this thing I'm thinking of. Where is it? No, this is... No, not there. Did I use it yesterday? Yeah, I had to have, because it's not in here. Nah, I used it yesterday because I know it should be on Microsoft. Does I have a history? Let's... Yeah. Hold. Because I was gonna say, I know I used this shit yesterday. Yeah, it's fine. All right. This is get this shit off my screen. Come on. So this is where the customary text comes in. So this is what happens if we move this box all the way over, which I think looks fine. Hold on, what did Kevin send me? Okay, so he sent me the thing. I'm gonna save it and take a look at it real. We'll find out if it's saved, Kevin. Don't know if the dimensions actually switched. They did not, but no, I don't think. They resize it. Yeah, it's not gonna save it through like that. So the dimensions saved as something completely different. (1920 by 1080). It looks like it's saved. Yeah, that one looks like it's saved. And now we're gonna do something a little bit funky. We'll get rid of that. Background looks a little bit weird. And it was the one that was called free. Something about it, this doesn't look right to me. I don't know if it's gonna save the way I want it to. I'm gonna be optimistic about this, but no, it's the same problem. But to be fair, it doesn't need the whole image, does it? It just needs a majority of it. Say this looks a lot nicer than what we had before. So I think too, we'll drag all these boxes over. So that way this can be dragged over a little bit further. Okay, so let's go and get rid of this, that's all right. So we'll keep that. All right, so now let's see. Let's start messing around with the text a little bit. The background shows the dimensions, but it shows the change of the image. I say this is gonna work. It looks fine. It'd be cool if the whole image was shown. It'd be cooler if the whole image was shown, but even then, a good majority of it is shown there. So it's not really that big of a deal. Love you too. So yeah, I think you did more than enough help for me with this, so I appreciate that, given. All right, so let's see. Lineup is one more, right? Hey Siri, is lineup one word? Is lineup one word? Or to arrange selection. Yeah, okay, so it is one word. Listen, just because I went to college doesn't mean I'm smart in the English department. What type of I feel like green. Is there like a darker, like piss color? I don't want that. I want. Try something like. Because I'm looking at like the background that we initially had. I think if we go black, if we go like a black border, or black outline, not border, then that will look good, or that should be good. I might even throw an animation or two on there. Thing is I have to keep the green the same thing for everything else. That's the rule, really. So 3D and filling. outline we want in black. Oh, you don't need to. Do we even need one outline? Shadows. But what the hell? That looks... Doesn't the 3D part of it look... Yeah, I don't need 3D protection. That also doesn't look like the color black. There we go. Now that looks more like a black. What am I trying to say? Outline. Holy shit. Because I guess the nice thing is we can see if the green text with black outline looks better, or we can see if black text with a green outline better. Either way, I think it works out great. You want transparent animation. I mean, this one's cool, but that premium? Yes, premium. Damn, that would be a good one too. I guess we'll go with this one. No, I think that's gonna be too. Yeah, no, that one actually is perfect. Okay, so that gets downloaded as a GIF. Download. All right, well, just out of sheer curiosity, go ahead and actually let's save the one that we have done now. I think we'll keep working on this until about 11 o'clock. Change the pause time so it's not spammed. You left early. I gotta be up at like 5:30 in the morning. I don't know. Oh, you don't know, my good sir. I mean, I would love to. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't have to be up damn early, I'd totally be down. There was actually a small part of me that was thinking about playing that on my own. Then everyone else left because they hate me. I'm kidding. All good, I'm off tomorrow. But yeah, I thought you made it seem like tomorrow you weren't gonna be around because of personal reasons, which understandably so. Okay, so obviously we're not done yet. Do we think actually, let me ask this question. Again, this is all rough draft stuff right now, so doesn't even fucking save it. Doesn't even fucking save it as a transparent GIF, by the way. What the hell is the point if it's not going to do that? It did it, by the way, with the other thing better. So let me look at my background real quick. Background are transparent. It's transparent. Now it's being saved as a is it because I think it's because of the animation, which again doesn't make sense to me because the other thing didn't have an animation, or the other thing has the jumping animation. Same animation, by the way, the one you see above. I need a fucking PNG anyway, or not PNG, animation anyways. So do we think this here for game lineup? Actually, gonna make it slightly larger. Does that look okay? Or should I go with black text with a green outline? This look to colorblind people seems rough, not gonna lie. Blends a little. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, it looks fine. I think it looks fine up top. I also don't think it's saved the way I wanted to, actually. I really think about it. I think they put shadows on there, which I don't really want. Yeah, I don't think it's saved the way I wanted it to either. But now that I look at it, the shadow... I also don't know if I'm being pedantic or not. But would it be better to put on there instead of game lineup? Would it be better to put this week's games instead? I almost think that's gonna look better than game lineup. Maybe this will be better to wrap my head around when there's more people around to talk about it. I mean, that way, so there's some element of surprise just so you guys see how I lay things out. Because, like I said, the border that it's above my face cam is going to be gone. We're going to get rid of that officially. And we're going to go with this sort of screen. The one thing I think I haven't really wrapped my head around is like if we get DS games, whether they're like Citra or 3DS, sorry, 3DS or regular Nintendo DS. I haven't wrapped my head around how I want to set that up. Ow. What the hell is wrong with you, you weirdo? Your breath stinks. Smells fucking terrible. I think the green text is actually fine. Because say we add I don't know. Let's go and look. We have for logos. Let's put Fortnite in there. Okay, first and foremost, it does not need to be that large. Wait, why the hell did it just... Someone explain to me why it just flipped upside down. So I feel like certain sections for the logos are going to be fine. In no way am I spoiling anything in terms of like game lineups or anything like that. I'm just doing this so I can have the visual of it in front of me. So like if we do one where it's a random game of my choice, I have the Subway Surfers mystery box that just gets thrown like right there. I mean, I think the idea of this looks dope. Be nice if we had some additional input when it comes to that. Like I said, it's gonna get cut to where the watermark for Pizzap won't be there. So dimensions will be a little bit off. I don't think it's gonna look terrible. Why did I not save? Did I not? I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna see how this looks first. Like I said, this is a rough draft, so if I can think of something better, because I mean, it looks a little bit kiddish, and I don't necessarily think that's a problem. Might be a hot take, but I don't think it's a problem that it looks kiddish. Maybe that's just me, though. But yeah, I definitely think this will be a much easier thing to wrap my head around with the suggestions of more people, which is not to say that Kevin or Wes weren't helpful at all. It's just, again, I feel like I'm a particular person, and if I could illustrate my thoughts onto paper, or in this case screen, then it would look great. So I think this is probably where we're gonna call it, and hopefully by next week's Free Time Friday we can actually execute this idea. By execute, I mean actually use it. A couple things, like I said, that I want to put on there is the sub count thing, chat as well, things like that, to just make it look a little bit more polished. And because, like I said, I don't like blocking out gameplay. I also don't want gameplay on the screen to be too small either. So if that means that I widen this middle rectangle and the dimensions is not like a perfect rectangle, then it is what it is. But I think putting the list of games on the side there, I think that's a nice touch that's gonna be really, really helpful for me when it comes to like deciding games, and it can actually help me set up stuff for next stream. So it's like, not only do I have it set for on the thumbnail, but it's like it will always be there for the viewer to see and be like, oh, he's picking something random for the first game, and then he's gonna play Fortnite afterwards. I don't know, I think it's a nice touch, and I think it's something that is long overdue for me. I know, like I said, I could pay people to create stuff like this, but like I said, I'm a very particular person, specific with certain things. I think it's easier to at least start with like a rough draft, and then if somebody wants to tweak it, they're more than welcome to. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything. Never do that for something like this. But yeah, I think this is where we're going to wrap up stream for today. So a little bit more of like an, I don't want to say an IRL Free Time Friday, but one that wasn't really game oriented. And that was gonna kind of be the case because I mean, WoW didn't want to cooperate. Dante, I know, was here at the suggestion of Fortnite, and I totally would have played if I didn't have to be up in 6 hours. So if I'm around at a reasonable time tomorrow, my good sir, we will play some of that then. We will also be streaming our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Marathon series. I don't know exactly what time that's going to be. Playing games with them, I'll probably have to either stream before playing, after. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what time I'm going to be home. So if push comes to shove and I really don't want to do that, I'll stream on Sunday. But I don't want to put this off any longer than I need to. I want to get the summer series started with streaming. I want to also make sure that not only do I get back into the routine of streaming regularly. I want to get back into the routine of recording videos normally, because I have not recorded Rejuvenation in a long time. I want to make sure Mario Kart World is also being recorded as well. So I need to get myself in a routine of that. So that's my Sunday in a nutshell. So I forget it. Yeah, I know it's his birthday tomorrow. Trust me, I know. In fact, I'm gonna send him a happy birthday text right now, because technically it's tomorrow already for him. I'm gonna make sure I send him a birthday text right after I click end stream. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed tonight's unique approach to Free Time Friday, make sure you show your support by clicking the like button down below, because it'd be greatly appreciated. Like I said, tomorrow the plan is to stream Mystery Dungeon Marathon, starting with Red Rescue Team. Said I don't have a time for that just yet, but we are planning to stream that tomorrow. So if you are excited for that, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on it. Have that bell icon clicked so you know when we go live. And also when we upload. We've had some long form videos finally being uploaded once again, because I sat down and finally did some fucking editing. And ironically enough, we were talking about Fortnite earlier. It's a Fortnite video. Me and Sarah playing Fortnite for the first time in a while. We're going and getting our first win in the new season. Go check out that video if you're interested. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.